sure that's gone perfect. Alrighty, hello, everybody. It's your favorite little, it's your favorite little sexy boy, Andrew W450. That's probably not true. I'm not sure why I said that. Oh no! Close that. Okay. You're gonna hear double of me for a little bit, but that's fine. So, I'm going to turn that down. Basically, I'm going to have my phone up, making sure that everything is looking nice and pretty. So, this little game is a collection of various games. You know, those little weird, I'm going to sign into chat real quick. I'm not sure why, but anyways. So we'll get into it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So like there's this there's this little mini game that's like, you know, you take the pins, you pull them, all that wonderful jazz. And it's just generally does not look like a super fun game, but there's this little mini game that's like, but yeah, it's literally just all that. That's all this is. And you just get stars for basically how fast you do. I'm going to do that again. I did that again so I can get 3 stars. I don't know how long I'll go for this for. My life counter timer has decided to stop counting. Hello. I know I've been live longer than 2 minutes. But that's fine, I have my phone going as well. Anyways. That's weird. I screwed up. Yeah. Anyways. That's the pen pull. Everybody knows that everybody loves it. So, we're going to do the number tower. Everybody knows the number tower. It's a fantastic example of what not to do. My God, am I getting bored of this already? Well, that was fun. Who would like to see my desktop and my Steam? Woo, look at this. This is so cool. Yay. This is so much fun. Thank you, Andrew, for showing us this. And I'm going to switch. I'm going to have my stuff updating too. Because that's a good idea. Instead, what I'm going to do go back to an oldie but a goodie. Halo. We're in Halo, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why but that's not a problem you see, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, before we get into the main thing with all the music and stuff, I am not the owner of the music. I did not create the music. Oh, music isn't going. Cool. But all that belongs to somebody that is way more talented than I am or ever will be. Anyways. Onto it. So I'll also need to remember to keep looking at my phone. So I'm gonna play for a couple hours. I'm gonna play Halo for a couple hours. Until probably around 12 or 1 o'clock. Probably 1 o'clock. And I'm going to do something just kind of a little bit different. Different-ish. And I'm going to I'm going to play through all the campaign. I'm going to play on easy. No Bandana Skull, no Acrophobia Skull, no Sputnik, none of that. Alright? Just no Pinata. Basically, just see how fast I can get through some of the main Halo campaigns. Let's see exactly how long this goes. Just 'cause I can, and I'm having a ton of fun. Alright. Well. Yeah, you want to see that screen ever? Okay. Perfect. Can I actually... I don't want this here. How do I change... where this is? Do I just... what do I do? I'll exit it. I'll switch over to this monitor. Yet. What? No. I don't want archive. Okay. That's not where I want them. How do I move this? Google. To another monitor. You guys get to see me figure this all out. So let me add a source. Timer. So numpad 1 should still start it. Right? I want... because I don't want this there. I want to move it to my other monitor. What's going on with you? It's confused. Okay. Control, compare against, edit layout. Oh, no. Nope. Isn't this fun, guys? If possible, I need to stop the game. Also, I'm going to extract this to my desktop. Yes. Okay. Now just randomly decided I wanted to work, so perfect. Because I want it in a spot to where that I can still, actively see it, but you guys can also see it. So I don't know where I am exactly going to put that, but it's alright. You can call from my friend. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. I was. I'm gonna mute my. Here, shoot. All right, I am back. I am very sorry about that. I was asked a stupid question by a friend of mine. Where did my? I realized I could have my camera going. What do I do with the cord for that? Hope it doesn't fall over. That'd be awkward. My shoulder's against my mic. That's not the right cord to use. Oh well, don't need my camera. Okay. I actually do have another cord that should reach. That I'm using for my. That was using for my controller. If it doesn't reach, it does not reach. I'm gonna find that cord real quick. No, I'm not gonna use my controller to play Halo. Ah, there it was. Welcome to the chaos that is my streams, where I just kind of do whatever the hell. Because at the end of the day, I do whatever I want to do. And I do not care. There he is. That's me. Yeah, focus on me. Okay. That. Put over there. And widen it. Just a little bit. So, I also realize. Okay. Now I can actually get into it. No pep. So why aren't you? 1 and 3 are pause. Pause. Insert. Oh. 0. Okay. Oopsies. I forgot that that is tied to that. But thankfully, that's gonna be my. You know what? Here's what I'll do. That's gonna be insert, home, and pause is gonna be end. Okay. So insert and Perfect. So if I get into here, it's not wanting to work. My computer monitor is this. If I make it borderless, I should fix it, right? I don't know what global hotkeys means. All right. Here we go. Finally did it. Yeah. As soon as it starts, start timer. Let's get going. I gotta get through this long intro. I need a light or something like over there. Oh, make it run. Hurry up, I need to kick some Covenant ass. Yep, cutscene, that's cool. Turn up my volume. Why is my... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no, I did not switch this. You can't hear anything. That's not good. 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 Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is... those things? That's not even going. Why did I ask you about that? I'm gonna just remove that and hit the... There it is. All right. It didn't add. Oh, it did. Perfect. All right.
Dose of the wake up stim. Take a quick walk around the
There you go. Yeah, I'm putting that all as part of my timer. It is what I call A-OK. Boop. Be right back. My lovelies. Okay. I'm back! Yay!
I know the ordnance techs usually take care of your targeting sensors, but we're short of... Hi, Chief. Just look at each of the flashing panels to target them. When you lock on, it'll change color. Okay, that looks good.
Sir, I'm
Yes,
getting some
Stacy.
calibration errors. I'm going to invert your looking pitch, so you can see if you like it better that way. Try targeting the flashing lights again.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep.
Is that better, or should I switch it back? Okay, try looking up and down again, please. Do you want me to leave it like that, or switch it again? Okay, I'll leave the
I
picture
do not
normal,
like
but if
inverted.
you want, you can change it yourself.
If you like inverted, you are
I'm
clinically
ready for the
insane.
energy shield test now.
Please follow me to the energy shield test station.
Fire teams, report to defensive positions Alpha through Sierra. Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarders.
What in the world was I doing for so long? Okay. What is going on? Okay. But everything's looking pretty. Alright. Anyways. Yes, I'm keeping this all as part of my... Oh, that's probably what I was doing for so long. I was staring at my freaking thing. Trying to figure out, the timer.
Okay, sir, look at me so we can begin.
Honestly, this will probably get renamed. I just don't know how to do it on the fly.
Okay, bring his energy shields online, please.
All right, shields read as fully charged.
Okay, sir, bring them down to test the automatic recharge.
Wait, actually, all right.
Recharging normally. We're showing green across the board.
I know it's
Bridge
displaying,
Trio 2, this is Captain Key. Send the
Perfectly
Master
fine.
Chief to the bridge immediately.
so I'm
Captain,
not
we'll have to skip the
concerned.
weapons diagnostics
Really?
On the
tonight.
double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. Skipper seems jumpy. We'd better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least.
Good idea. You'd better get to your evac group, Sam.
Affirmative. I just have to reset the computer and I'm out of here. Oh God, they're trying to get through the door. Security! Intruders in Trio 2! Please don't!
Sam! Sam! Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here. This way.
Nah.
Secure those blast doors. Move! Move!
I'm just going as fast as I can.
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
I probably won't get through the entire game tonight, which then I'll probably try again. Some other night. Maybe tomorrow night, I don't know. There's a terminal. Whee! Okay, cool. I activated it.
Don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
I don't know like any speedrun chats, by the way. I'm just literally going about.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Right to that. Whoa! Follow me! Hold your fire! Hey, Captain.
My goal is to also kill every single enemy. I just want to finish as fast as I can.
Fire! Oh my God, what the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in. Back to the Here. You can't hide from me. I see him.
And the reason I picked easy is literally just because I know I can blow through easy pretty darn freaking fast. Going through most just a couple seconds. Now I love, right? Get right. I've played this level dozens of times in my life. I can't say hundreds of thousands. I don't know. I'm not confident, but I've played it so many times. I've played this campaign so many times that I've lost count.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
I've played all of them so many times I've lost count. Up to Halo 5. Up to Halo 4. The reason I say Halo 4 because that's the last game that, or Halo 4 that I played it. Halo 5 I've played through twice. And Halo Infinite I've played through 2 or 3 times. And there's reasons for that. It's not, for Infinite, it's not because I hated Infinite. I actually decently liked Infinite. I thought Infinite's campaign.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry.
Darn.
Blast door closing. The Covenant are destroying the life
It was
pods.
a pretty
Really
darn
don't
good
want us on the
first
way.
attempt at something.
We have to use the
new
ship's
for
maintenance
Halo.
access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Come on, thank you. Halo 5 was terrible.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. Activating motion cover. Let's find a safe exit.
There's very little I can find redeeming, aside from Buck. I mean,
Wait. We need to get through that door, but it's been damaged by an explosion.
you're a little late. That's okay. But no, and that's the thing, right?
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
Halo is my bread and butter of the gaming world. My favorite campaign is Halo 2. And I love that campaign.
Quickly, get aboard before it launches. The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Oh no! Oh no!
So yeah, that I guess with all the even with the timer, I've only lost. I only lost 2 minutes, so that's cool.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me?
I'm
At
also a little
last.
congested.
Are you alright?
I'm
Can you
basically
move?
playing until
The
either I
others.
beat the game
The impact.
or my friend
There's
gets
nothing
online.
we can do.
Which,
Warning. I've
you know,
detected
you guys
multiple
have
Covenant
met him.
dropships
It's
on
Nolan.
approach.
He's a pretty cool
I
guy.
recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky,
I'm
the
just gonna
Covenant will
move.
believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Alert! Covenant dropship
I'm not
inbound.
recording splits.
We must be looking for survivors.
Um,
I recommend immediate
The game
evasion.
kind of does that for me. So my full intention is to literally just play this game as fast as I possibly can. If I get it within the next like hour and a half, 2 hours, cool. It's not likely. This is usually, if you take your time, this is pretty darn close to a give me 6 to 8 hours. But that's if I'm playing on normal, that's probably what it'd be. I'm probably closer to 8 if I'm playing on heroic. And I've beaten the game on legendary ones, but that took a while. That probably took me.
I'm reading a
until,
lifeboat
like,
beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
12 hours, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, what's up there? I should wait for the Warhawks, but I'm also tempted to just go.
It's good to see you, sir. I thought we were the only ones who made it off the Pillar of Autumn.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all
Johnson.
over this valley. We called for evac, but until you
Everybody's
showed up,
favorite.
I thought we were caught.
Marine.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
dropship heading in. Over here.
Going after him.
So, I guess while we're on it, because I'm playing Halo, it should be natural that I talk about the Halo show and what I think of it. It's really tough to say. I don't have a super hot take on it. I have hotter takes regarding Halo. But here's my take on
Look sharp. Covenant dropship on approach. I could use some help over here.
the Halo show. Personally, I think people are getting way too fed up over Master Chief taking off his helmet. Because it's a very different way to tell the story. It's a different version of the Halo universe that we know and love, right? And that doesn't inherently make it bad. It's different, but not necessarily bad on its own. I don't care that that version of Master Chief
behind us. They're trying to flank us.
takes off his helmet. Because I'm not playing as that chief. I don't. Honestly, I'm not sure I would care so much if they had Master Chief remove his helmet, even in the game.
See him? Whoa!
In this aspect, because they've had him remove his helmet in the books.
Can't hide from me.
And for good reason. He's human.
There's another one.
Has to take off his helmet to be able to do everything that a human does. very cybernetically enhanced. But now, that being said, I would really hope that they have a really good reason for him to take off his helmet in game. Whether that would be maybe they're just retiring. Maybe if they're retiring the character, that is a way to send off his character, right? Now, I don't necessarily want that. I'm not saying that's what I want to happen in game. By no means at all. The Master Chief is actually a big part of my childhood and my gaming experience. So I don't necessarily want that character to retire, but I'm saying that would be a good reason to have him remove his helmet in-game. That's
Roger, Echo
the
419.
character
This is Fire Team
himself
Charlie.
is retired
We
from
read you.
military
Is that you,
service,
Fohammer?
or for whatever reason,
Roger, Fire Team
and maybe
Charlie.
takes on a
Good to hear
role
from
similar
you.
to like what June does.
Fohammer, we need transportation
But
to the command shuttle.
I'm not
on
saying
my
it's
way.
time for that.
Look,
I'm not saying
more lifeboats. They're coming in fast.
regardless. That's not what I'm
Those
saying
lifeboats make
should
it down.
happen.
Covenant are going to be right on
But
top
it
of them.
would be a pretty
Fohammer,
decent,
we need you to disengage your...
good way to go about it, essentially, I think. And that's about it. That's the only way that's not what I meant to do. That's probably the only way that would, or one way that would work in this context for the games. Now,
The Master Chief and I are going to see
for
if
the
we
show,
can save some soldiers.
for that criticism of the show itself,
Roger, Cortana.
I mean, honestly, I don't remember too many times. I know
Okay,
a
Charlie
lot of
Team, we're
times
on
he doesn't
deploy.
have his
Saddle
helmet
up
on.
and give 'em hell.
It's
Roger,
during
Fohammer. Stand by to evac
non-combat
survivors and
situations.
transport them to safety.
So it just
That's
doesn't matter.
affirmative. Echo 419,
It makes
stay
no
on station.
basically it makes
Fohammer
no
out.
narrative sense for him to be
The Master
traipsing
Chief and I
around
need some
in
backup. Can you spare a
his
few men?
armor like that. 'Cause that's just, why would he do that? You know, it doesn't make sense.
Ready to roll!
Whereas in the games, we've just never seen that aside from one scene in Halo 4, where his armor is taken off and then the legendary ending, his eyes are shown. And that's
This
the only
cave is
time
not
we
a
see
natural
him.
formation.
Thanks, Cortana.
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network.
Yeah.
They're actually broadcasting tactical data on
Hey, rude,
unencrypted
Cortana.
channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their
No.
chatter.
Do I dislike Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief? No, I think I think he could deliver a very excellent chief as well. I think he's done a pretty decent job so far for what has been given. That doesn't.
More over here!
And also the overall design is good.
There it is!
There's some creative decisions. I'll go out and say it that I'm not being positive for positive sake. I'm not saying I have necessarily a positive opinion of the show. I just have a negative opinion about that criticism and just why it doesn't make sense in the case of
Over
the
here.
show. It makes sense for the case of the game, and I don't disagree with that at all.
More of them!
That is a very core tenet of the game. Is Master Chief keeps his helmet on. Normal 6 keeps his helmet on. Rookie keeps his helmet on. And we never see any of their faces. Because it does help allow the player to insert themselves better into the character. That overall, that doesn't necessarily mean a ton, aside from this idea that that's not the right phrasing, I don't think. But it doesn't allow a show, when you're portraying a character, has to go about it in a different way. In this instance, we are Master Chief. We are John 117. We're not playing, say, an RPG where we're some random Spartan, but we are playing as John 117, and which I think is kind of, which honestly, Halo Reach has more of a RPG aspect because you are playing as Level 6, who is not named at all, whereas Master Chief is named at the end of
There's
Halo
new
3.
traffic on the Covenant battle network.
That's
A
right.
lot
John
more
didn't
crew
come
made it
from
off the
3
autumn
for
than I
3.
had predicted.
Came from
The
Bungie.
captain
Take
really
that.
gave them hell.
If he, I've not
We
heard
can
anybody
find
complain
Captain
about that,
Keyes
but-
and the other survivors. We have a chance to coordinate an effective
But
resistance.
that's just this highlighting the differences between the mediums that is the TV show and the games. However, I cannot say I'm a huge fan of the first season of Halo. Again, it's nothing to do with a lot of stuff. I just was not a fan of the overall story that they presented. Spoilers for season 2, if you're going to watch season 2, they should not have brought Maki back in any way, shape, or form. They should not have brought Kwong back in any way, shape,
Lifeboat
or form.
detected. No sign of
Those are
survivors.
creative decisions that I was not a fan of.
Come get some!
Maybe
I
they
was
took cover
not
in
a
that
fan
structure.
of
Let's
Kwong's
check it out.
story. I was not a fan of Maki. And it's nothing against the actors. I don't want to say I have anything against the actors. They're actors. They're playing the roles that they were hired to play. They were casted to play. I just think that it's not a story that I don't feel is plausible, even in this alternate version of Halo, right? It's just, it doesn't make sense.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
I really wish that it's one of those things where I want to kind of forgive it, but at the same time, and more so Maki. Maki is the creative issue. Kwong and that storyline was just boring.
I've called for an evac.
Roger that. Marines!
It's just
Assemble
boring.
for evac.
Kwong's story,
Right up.
the rebels, and the innies were just boring. Right? And then there's Sheev. I don't like the pellet idea. That just doesn't make sense. I'm glad that they're kind of phasing that out in season 2. I don't think there's forward with that. It's just not things that make sense. Ultimately. And it also doesn't make sense for Halsey to consider that. Because when things that really makes humans unique, and dominant over other species, is our ability to express our emotions and utilize them in a way that's powerful and makes us more in control of us. Our adrenaline is emotion driven.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
I'm trying, Cortana.
Echo 419 to Cortana, come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have
But,
survivors and need immediate dust off.
Roger,
There's
Cortana.
a couple. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a couple really cool
I've spotted
scenes,
additional lifeboats in your area. One
like
near a rock
Lakolo
and another near the head of the
Maki
river.
invading
Hard to
the
see from my
UNSC
altitude,
ship
but it
and
looks
Full
like there
Protocol
are
gets
more
activated.
survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
The battles were pretty decent, aside from a couple errors that were made. And by a couple errors that were made, I mean like lack of CG errors.
Covering fire!
I mean, it's just, how can you forget to map out a plasma gun or a plasma pistol? And it just makes it look like
There's another one!
slop and they don't care.
Hide from me!
And it's just little stuff like that.
There are some Marines
Really
hiding in the
great
hills
set
above the structure.
designs, really great armor designs, really great weapon designs. But my goodness, oh my gosh.
Now what?
Well, if I was hoping for this to be deathless. Anyways,
Here comes more!
it's just the story and a couple of other things here and there.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
I honestly cannot give it more than a... I have no idea, to be honest with you. Four, if I'm gonna give it 5, is probably what I would give season 1. So far, season 2 seems to be a lot better, and it's doing a lot better of increasing emotional intrigue, and honestly, and also just including more of subterfuge, and Oni being like this big brother, like state that it is. So, and Ackerson playing an awesome role in that. The actor portraying Ackerson doing a phenomenal job. So far, the first couple episodes, I would say no higher. It's a 6 or 7. The first couple episodes so far. We'll wait and see. It's promising. I think it's the best way I can describe it. A promising chance to show what is one of the greatest game series of all time. I'm hoping. I'm still hoping. If you disagree, that's cool. I have no problems with you
Echo
disagreeing.
419 to Cortana. Forehammer's on station and ready for another
If you
pickup.
agree, sweet.
Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready
I
for
appreciate
dust-off.
it.
Approach
I'm
when
glad you
ready.
agree.
We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
But yeah, I mean, I like the tonal shift between season 1 and season 2 as well. I mean, it's just going from the weird, confusing stuff.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain
Going
is
to
still alive.
pinch to the
The bad
fall
news
of
is
Reach.
that the Covenant have captured the entire
And as
surviving
I'm watching
command
through the
crew.
series, that phrase "Reach will fall."
Let's hurry and find the final
Just
lifeboat
keeps
so we
going
can
for
link
my
up
head.
with the rest of the survivors. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
As the signs point to humanity losing and Oni trying to instill false hope, but ultimately Perez's family everybody on that planet is in great danger, and Visegrad Relay also falling, which I think was an excellent touch, an excellent nod to the game. Now it also seemed that they are focusing more so on Chief's side of things, which of course they are, rather than Noble Six's and Noble Team's side, because if you probably do know, but there is two different accounts of the Fall of Reach. And there's the game, and there's the book. Now, I will say, Eckhart's Ladder is fantastic at Halo content, and normally what he says I agree with. But the one thing I did saw or listen to, that I don't, it's not that I don't agree with, but he just kind of got a little bit wrong. It doesn't really matter for the outcome of the video, but he was talking about, could the Infinity save reach? Which short answer is no. It's a huge freaking target and doesn't pack enough firepower to eradicate a ginormous fleet of hundreds of Covenant ships, which includes several super carriers. But he said he predominantly took lore from the books rather than the games. Now, the issue that I have with that statement is nothing with the book. I haven't read the book. I know I've heard it's a good book, and I will read the book. I probably should read the book at some point. I've read a couple Halo novels, ranging from, I read The Flood, which is just this game here, recounting this game with a couple extra things going on. And, I read another book that follows one of the characters of Spartan Locke's Fire Squad. I don't remember what it's called. It was meh. But anyways, the issue I have, got a little distracted there, is that the games have the predominant lore. Basically meaning if there's a conflict between a book and a game, like if the game here, it says that Master Chief I don't know specifically.
Look, Mach 5.
It says like Master Chief went to. If the book said Master Chief went to the engine room before he went to the what's it called? The command center. But in the game, he goes to the command center before the engine room. The game takes the precedence, and that's the canon lore. So there's conflict between a book and a game. The game takes precedence, and that's not anything against the books. That's just how Bungie is. 3 for 3 loosened up on that. And the thing I think that really people can appreciate about 3 for 3 is that they actually try to work and include the books within their scope, rather than basically saying if there's a conflict between a book and a game. Like if a book about Halo 4 came out,
Roger that. I'm on my way.
ideally that book will still
New
be
traffic on the
confined
Covenant battle net.
within the
I
story
found Captain Keyes.
of
He's being held on a Covenant
Halo 4.
cruiser. The Truth and Reconciliation.
Say
ship I
there's
disabled
there's
before
a
we
conflict
abandoned the
of
Autumn.
defense, something
The
occurs
Truth and
a little
Reconciliation
bit out of order
touched
in
down
the
on a
book,
desert plateau
then it
roughly
doesn't
300
game,
kilometers
the game would
upspin.
take precedence. Not necessarily a
There's
bad
our
thing
ride.
one way or
Get
the
aboard
other.
and let's get out of here.
I think it's just something that we can appreciate about 343 is that they
should
do
move out,
try
Lieutenant,
to work
and then we'll
with
need your
books
help on a
rather
rescue
than
mission.
against the books. Bungie was a little bit more closer guarded their lore. They didn't ever outright disrespect the books and the lores of the books. But
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their
they
cruisers,
did make it
the Truth
clear
and
that
Reconciliation. The ship
they
is currently
had
holding position
creative
approximately
control
300 meters above the
and
other
they
end of this
decide what
plateau.
is and is not.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket
The
in.
book could say that.
Once we get inside the
Again,
ship,
for
I should be
instance,
able to
another
lock on to the
example I
tracking
just thought
signal
of, the
from
book
Captain
could
Key's
say
neural implants.
that Master Chief wore
Hit 'em,
Mark IV
Marines! Go,
armor,
go, go! The Corps ain't
whereas
paying
in
us
the
by the
game he
hour.
wore Mark V.
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted.
Which
I've
in
detected
fairness,
Covenant
that does kinda
stationary
matter.
guns near the next pass.
Because Mark
I
IV
recommend
doesn't
using your
have
sniper rifle to take out the
shielding.
gunners while I call for Marine support.
Whereas Mark V does. The only reason that that red team in Halo Wars has shielding, energy shielding. It's mostly because of the and whatnot. Basically turn them into the beasts that they are. Which I love, Red Team. Yeah, awesome. And, to Halo, Red Team and Omega Team. Oh goodness. Never mind, just talking about Halo. Just makes sense because I'm playing Halo. Let's talk more about Halo. I still got hour-ish.
That's the way you do it. Yeah, right behind you, Chief. All clear over here.
So I know some of the
Covenant
levels.
forces detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around them.
Woo! I was not paying attention.
Cover fire.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Roger that. All right, man, I'm right behind you.
So let's I think now let's talk about Bungie and 342. Which is better, which is worse, right? Because that is the very dying opinion that people have or want to have. That's what they want to express. That's what they want. That's what people want to discuss, right? Is one better than the other?
More over here.
And, well, I don't have a definitive answer one way or the other.
Alert!
And
Covenant
the
dropships are
reason I
inbound.
say that is not because there's things I like or dislike more about either, but more so because what we're getting is kind of two different flavors of the same soup, so to speak. Now,
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound. Requesting reinforcements at our position.
Here is the opinion that I can
Echo 419
definitively express.
Contact! Enemy in sight!
We're directly under the ship now.
Guys, are we bad or what? We're gonna board that thing?
In the opinion I can definitively
The
express
Covenant
is
uses
that
gravity lift to move
overall,
troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the gravity.
Bungie had a better track record of game development. So, like Halo.
Cortana to Echo 419. Requesting reinforcements at our position.
Echo 419 on approach.
Alert! Covenant
So
drone ships are
Halos
inbound.
1, 2, 3,
Contact!
ODST,
Enemy in
and
sight! Stationary guns are gonna tear
Reach
us
are
to pieces!
definitely more consistently better in a lot of ways. Like, there's no doubt if you were to ask anybody, name a good Halo game, you'll probably, a lot of people will say probably like 2 or 3. Some will say Reach, some will say something. And, don't get a ton of Halo Wars or 4 or Halo Wars 2. Hardly find, probably hardly find 5. Some, not a lot, but some. It just really depends on who you're asking. My biggest critique of 343 is outside of the Halo Wars, which I love the Halo Wars games. I think they're both pretty darn fun. But that's besides the point.
This area is clear. No hostiles present.
There is.
Marines! Secure the ground lift to prepare for boarding.
They focus so much on the multiplayer that they neglect the campaign and developing the campaign. Now, initially, how I felt about 4 was
We're in.
I did not have a positive opinion regarding 4, and that has
No
changed over
Covenant
time.
defenses detected.
I have a much more positive opinion of 4. It's not my favorite Halo game, but it is one that I can appreciate and do appreciate a heck of a lot more.
Contact! No Covenant.
Especially as I've grown into adulthood, and the story is some actual character development out of Chief and other characters. But plus, I love the Infinity. The Infinity is probably my favorite piece of lore that has come out of 343 era. It's just purely because it's awesome. It's a freaking powerful warship that has its own escort fleet at any given moment. I mean, it's stupidly powerful. And the biggest critique that Halo Infinite is that they just destroy it. And I found that really disappointing because that was a fantastic ship that they added into the game, into the lore, and it's gone.
Oh, it's not a funny thing.
And I just kind of went, they didn't destroy it. And it stuck around. No, there's nothing I can do or say about it. It's gone, it's dusted, it's got destroyed by banished. I guess it's just overall. I think another part of it is that it just gets destroyed in a way that I just don't feel is consistent with the lore that was established in the ship.
Wait, that's the locked door down there.
I mean, the
There's a way to the
ship,
other side.
Infinity,
Controls to
was
open
a
it
ship that's
must be
powerful
somewhere in
enough
this room.
to survive a one-on-one fight with a Covenant super carrier. And it was to the point where the super carrier basically had to cheat to be able to do but it gets taken out by a couple of small ships and it's gone. And I really wish that, specifically that ship. I wish they had kept the ship. No, run out of ammo. That's not good. I don't know what's going on with Captain Locke or Arbiter or anything of that sort. But we'll see. I don't know if they will address that. We'll see what they say. I think that the incursion with the Creed was an interesting plotline, and that's gone. And that's probably the big thing about Infinite that I don't like. It just feels like a giant con story. And I really wish that that wasn't the case. I wish they kind of just double down on what they were doing, stay confident in what they were doing, because it still had potential to be really darn good, and don't matter. It's gone. That plotline, storyline. So the only form of divide that we get to Cortana is.
Hey, which way should we go now? All the doors on this level are locked. Wait a moment. I'm going to
There's a quick
access the
one from
Covenant
a
BattleNet and
pre-recorded
locate an
message.
override code to open a door.
You better hurry, Cortana. We can't hold them off all day.
Working on it.
I'll never see you again. Come on.
So, I mean, those are just some quick opinions that I have regarding
Anybody
this
see
game.
him? Yikes!
Now,
Covering fire!
I love Bungie Halo. I'm playing Bungie Halo right now. That does not mean that they are perfect. Excuse me.
Got it. The door is
That
open.
these are perfect
Everyone
games
should
here.
move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
My favorite is Halo 2. My second favorite is Reach. My third favorite is probably 3. Huh? That's...
Sorry, soldier. My bad.
Apparently I found an unclaimed skull. Now, of course, any of these games here, right, they are at the very bottom of the barrel when it comes to Bungie is a 7. for me, that belongs to ODST. That does not mean, of course, that does not mean I dislike ODST. I really like ODST. It is a very, at the time, it's a very fresh take on this whole story. That would just something really think of.
Yeah, that'll do him. Don't get cocky now.
The other games are 8 to up to 9 to 5. I mean, at the point where you're getting, we're to the point where we're getting, when it comes to errors, they're just probably tiny errors, and that I really can't say 100% is perfect. Like my biggest gripe of, I'll tell you my biggest gripe of each game, okay? The biggest gripe I have with Combat Evolved is that the levels are, one big circle. To put it simply, right? Aside from a couple here and there. There's a couple levels that you just basically play through with a couple layers of new paint. And that includes the one I'm playing right now. This does get a reskin, so to speak, later. So the second plasma is played on it's basically a flood-infested, you play a lot on a flood-infested, but this Truth and Reconciliation. And the last level, you're playing on a Covenant and flood-infested Pillar of Autumn. There's also Trails. So I noticed that, and that's my biggest gripe of this. And to me, that actually does bring it down quite a bit. Is that it really detracts from the overall experience. So
They must be in the brig. These look like holding cells. There are probably multiple detention stations. The captain must be in one of them. We need to keep looking for him.
Oh yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not. Everything is fantastic, both the original, the original will get a 9, and the remaster gets like an 8, and that's mostly because of design choices. And that's about it. I'm not a huge fan of the huge artistic redesign. But all the weapons sound phenomenal. There's a lot to like about this game. Halo 2. The biggest
Coming here
complaint that I would have about Halo 2 is
Marines,
the story
lock
is a
and load your
little
weapons. Let's be
janky.
ready to move.
Yes, sir.
And by that, I mean it's just kind of, it feels a little jumpy.
While the
When you
Covenant
sit
has
down
locked
and
up
really
their
think about it,
overheard
it
guards
makes
talking
sense
about
and it's
new work.
cohesive.
They call it
Halo.
But
One moment, sir.
kind
Accessing
of
the Covenant.
big
We should
issue
head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
is honestly Arbiter's story and Arbiter's half.
I got your back, buddy.
His half is honestly kind of hard to track. I don't remember every story point that he goes through. I've played the campaign many times. I should know it at this point. But I don't. So for Halo 2, it gets a 9 as well. The remastered, I'll bump that up slightly to like a 9.2, and that's purely because the remastered is just absolutely freaking gorgeous looking. And my God, I want Blur Studios to help remaster Halo 3. If they decide to remaster Halo 3, Blur Studios needs to be involved. Not an if or but or anything. It has to be Blur because they've done phenomenal work on Halo Wars and on Halo Wars and both of the Halo Wars games.
Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double.
And on
Negative,
Halo
Cortana.
2
I've been
Anniversary.
engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll
So,
be better off finding your own ride.
Blur
Sorry.
Studios would need to be involved with
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Halo 3 Anniversary.
Air support is
if
cut
they
off,
do it.
Captain.
They
We need to
probably
hold here
won't.
until she can move in.
Sad, but
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed.
because
We're
Halo 3
screwed,
definitely, I
Stow the bellyache.
really want
But
Halo
remember
3
you're
to
on
have
lock.
an Anniversary Edition.
Cortana, if you and the Chief can get us into one of
Because-
those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Halo 3, in my opinion,
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
in my opinion, is kind of a downgrade from Halo 2, the original Halo 2 to Halo 3. Halo 2, despite of the hardware that it was on, felt so detailed and articulate. It was like every stroke of the brush that was done very intentionally, and it looks fantastic. Even to this day, it looks pretty darn good.
Here comes more. I see him.
That
That's it.
being said, right? 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes? Dang. That being said, right? It is
The
definitely.
Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's
When you get
control
into
room.
Halo 3, the detail.
The island has multiple structures and
kind of
installations.
go away.
One of
They
them
kind of
contains the map room.
And it's really disappointing.
It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out quick. Touchdown.
It looks so fantastic in Halo 2, and then Halo 3, the details just kind of fade off. I wish the opposite was true. And that's why I want a Halo 3 Anniversary. That's why I cannot give. The story's fantastic, but I do have a couple issues with Halo 3. Again, there's the graphics issue. I'm not a fan of the graphics issue. The gun design was pretty good. The sound design of a couple of the guns was not great. Because even then, we go from that to, in my opinion, what sounds
It
like
looks like there is a path
a
into
gun
the
that's
interior
shooting
of the island.
pellets. Like these. And yes, I totally just let the flames die. I don't care. This went through a mission that kind of forced me to take my time. lot of these guys aren't gonna do enough damage to me, anyways, to where I'm going to care if they live or die. So, anyways, that is my bigger gripe with Halo 3. Is just some overall artistic displays that I'm not a huge fan of. And I feel like the argument can be made is that at the time the 360 just came out, so they weren't aware of the hardware limitations. But at the same time, it was Microsoft back then. So, and they developed the console, so what are we to do with that? I mean, we saw, I think the extent of the game, one extent of the game that we saw was Shadow of Mordor. Also, actually also Advanced Warfare and those cutscenes. And even this game was designed for
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island.
Essentially, they could have done
Shut the system down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out.
For the
we should now have
hardware
access to the main facility. Let's find the map room.
in terms of detail.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22
And they
taking
could have
enemy
also
fire.
done a lot
Repeat,
better
we are
in
under
terms
heavy
of,
fire
you
and
know,
are losing altitude.
sound design.
Understood.
But
We're on our way.
that has nothing to do with hardware. That I think that's just an overall detract from the game. So I really cannot give the game more. I think realistically, I can't give the game
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some
more
heavy
than
weapons.
a.
After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can
An
salvage.
8.5, maybe 9 on a good day. Which I know is I know a lot of people's favorite is 3. And I respect that. I have no problems with that opinion whatsoever. It's a fantastic game. So, no problems with that opinion. That's just my opinion. ODST is a good game as well.
There, in the cliff wall.
Really don't
I'll
have a
bet the
problem
silent
with that.
cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
With the game,
They're already
or
inside.
the stylistic
We have to get in
decisions
there
that
and
were
stop
made
them
with it.
before they learn the location of the control
I mean,
center.
It really does a fantastic job at portraying the tone that it wants to portray. And I don't think anybody can disagree with that.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility.
But
Let's keep going inside.
of course, the overall issue that
Area secure.
Affirmative. Echo 419
there's
inbound.
just a couple. There's a
Somebody
couple
order a
things.
Warthog. You know our motto. We deliver.
One thing they did give, for the purpose of the game, they did give an ODST a stupid ton of lethality beyond of what any ODST has accomplished.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the
I've
map
played
that will
this
show us the
level
location
so
of
many
Halo's
years
control
that I
center.
did not know that was there. So many times I've played this level. The silence weapons are pretty cool, but they're not fantastic, and they're meant to be your primary weapons throughout the entire game. aside from a couple of
Full
levels.
hammer to ground teams. You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's
I
set the
kind
table.
of wish
Engage enemy
that-
forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from
I do
inside
kind of
the
wish
structure.
that
Can you
a
get
lot
inside?
of the story of ODST
Negative. They're closing in too fast.
is
Negative.
kind of squared away
You gotta find the cartographer.
within
We'll keep 'em busy
audio
as long as we
files that you
can.
have to find in New
Give
Mombasa.
them hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we
Kind
don't
of
get out of here
wish
before additional reinforcements arrive.
That
Let's find that
wasn't
map.
the case. I kind of wish that they put all of those where it needs to be, which is during campaign. I'm not sure how to go about that, but that's besides the point. Because honestly, the more
Analyze.
interesting story, and it has a repercussion in the main campaign, if you find all of them, is through those audio files, and there's a really interesting story to be found. So that's why I'm saying that I wish that more of the story of that story can be found within the gameplay rather than the collectible finding. Now, finally, Halo Reach. ODST, I already said earlier, 7. I might actually change that to like a 7.5. Reach is a fantastic. I mean, there's no ifs or buts about it. A lot of people kind of give crap about the bloom, which, for whatever reason, they say was invented in Reach. Kind of true, but at the same time, the bloom is very manageable. And also, if you don't protect the bloom with the assault rifle. But I guess the whole idea of bloom is that it's changing from accurate to inaccurate shots. So instead of me shooting in a pretty semi-precise line, it'd go a little bit further out as I'm hitting down my mouse button. But like I said, it's pretty darn manageable, and a lot of the encounters are close range anyways, so that bloom really doesn't play too much into effect. All that much. The weapons has a fantastic. Personally, I love the weapon sandbox in the game. There's so many weapons on the covenant side that really aren't getting forward. Kind of missed the battle rifle. I like the DMR, but I missed the battle rifle. But that's okay, right? And Noble Team is just a group of fantastic characters, and I really don't think there's anything to hate about them. I mean, they do.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup. Roger, on my way.
I'm going to do this, that, but now. Land, please. Please. Thank you.
get moving. Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked out.
It's just gonna chill there. Like, yeah.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels.
Anyways. First time I beat part-time. I did it on easy. Well, you know. Assault on the control room. And then after that, it's the famous 3 for 3 Guilty Spark. I'm not going to finish this within half an hour. I'm not going to finish the game. That's just not possible. Can I skip this? Can I skip the cutscene? Nope. Alright.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Bowhammer out.
Anyways. This is a long one. For those of you wondering, I am playing on a
The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning,
and I'm also
or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
7900.
Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
If there were any human
So
forces
there
left on this
is
part of the
absolutely a way to get all the way
Cortana
down
to Fire
here
Team
without
Zulu.
dying.
I
That
read you.
is very,
Fire
very,
Team Zulu, this is
very
Cortana.
difficult.
Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do as few steps as possible. So this, what is the part time? 15 minutes. It's honestly a 15-minute minimum. That is a pain in the ass. But anyways. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I could also play through these on normal. I would not be as fast. I can promise you. The only reason that Truth and Reconciliation was so slow is mostly because it's just a level that forces you to take your time. By the way, that drink that I've been drinking, that is Smitty's drink with GG whatever the fuck it's called. It's pretty good. I like it. I actually don't mind GG. Get the sneak on that little bastard. This bastard. This bastard. Uh-oh. I've been spotted. So yeah, I'm also trying to focus on. I don't need to kill with every single encounter. Should also be a ghost showing up. I will need that later. Come on, Marines, let's go. Drive fast is great. On pace, it's not gonna be great. It's fine. First time you get to use Scorpion in any Halo game. So of course one of the most famous Scorpion is Halo 2 Bridge and Halo 3 after you get the Fort on the top.
Covering fire! Contact! Contact! Covenant mortar tanks are moving in!
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Looks like that armor wasn't so tough after
So Halo
all.
3 has a couple of really great lines.
Want some more?
Got him. That's what the doors originally looked like. Alrighty. 3 Marines, one with a Needler, assault rifle, and Johnson with a snipper.
More Covenant!
I get credit for his skills too, so that's cool. Good job, Johnson. Alright, you guys protect me. Oh, why is my health so low?
Move it, move it! There it is. Let's go!
Come on, Johnson. There you go.
Get the lead out, Marines!
This is also the only game in which you can kill Johnson, by the way. You can kind of do it in 3, but it's not really the same. And yes, do get to replay the solo. It's not even that much of a difference either, or a reskin. Just have slightly different objectives.
Whoa! I had that one! Knock it! Taking heavy fire!
Okay? So, for whatever reason, he thought that was a good idea.
Showtime!
There you go. So, march on forward. I don't care about those guys.
That one's down.
Thanks, Johnson. Again, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. No tension for story or any of that stuff. Risky move. Whee!
Covering fire.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
Honestly, surprised
else
me
hear that? Oh man,
that
Covenant
none of those
dropship
guys got
inbound!
killed.
Take cover!
The Covenant are dropping in behind us. We're trapped.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There you go. I really need a health kit, but perfect. For him, so he's now dead. My Marines will eventually catch up, but I don't need them. It's fine. I'm doing just fine on my own.
Looks like the Covenant are dug in up there in those rocks, Chief. We're totally hemmed in.
We need to get up this ridge.
Marines, hold your positions. We'll handle those guys.
Master Chief, we can scale the ridge and get below those stationary guns.
Affirmative. Holding position.
Where'd I go? Ow! There you go. My Marines got those. Everything's good and pretty solid. I'm good. Fine and dandy. Might have gone to Kilimanjaro. I don't know. I did kill quite a few. I've ran out of things to say. That's unfortunate. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's very fortunate. And you guys just rather me not have to say anything. Up we go. I'm like a Mario. You know, Mario Bros. Except I'm Master Chief. Master Chief. Not to be confused with Master Chef. Very different guy. Or show, rather. There you go. Take down the most powerful elite that I can with just one shot. There's one thing that the Anniversary Edition did that was pretty cool, probably how it created the ability to scan characters, NPCs, vehicles, and all that stuff, and add them into like this database they can read on for lore and whatnot. I thought that was really cool. ammo. There's a specific reason why I wanted the sniper rifle, and it wasn't just to have a powerful weapon. It's a part of it, but for a very specific reason. Hopefully I find some more ammo soon, because I'm kind of close to being out. Hey, you weren't supposed to. I got through that entire section without firing a shot. Is this it? No. Ugh. Well, that's not good. Health and ammo. Both would be very helpful. We'll see, maybe in this next section. I'm almost out of ammo. This mission takes forever. I have 3 shots left. Okay. So go to the side. I see him. Okay, there he is. Switch out for the plasma. This should be it. I think I'm right at the thing right before the place I need to be. Alright, well, I don't want to fight the hunters. They can just ignore me. I just want to finish the level. It's like the Darth Vader hallway scene, but a heck of a lot less cool.
This must be the control room. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
And this is why I wanted the sniper rifle. Of course, there's another level that focuses almost entirely on the Banshee. But once
Scanning.
that grunt skull.
Covenant forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center.
And there we go. That 19 minutes, yeah, that's another one that's just so slow. There's really not much I can do about it. Alright. I think that's gonna do it for this time. Uh-oh. So it's about maybe 1:35-ish. Not sure exactly, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, go ahead, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you'd like. It is really fun to be able to play these games. I will try to find another time to finish out the rest of the campaign. I think I got through half of them. Yeah, I got through half of them in only an hour and a half, which honestly not too bad. If I didn't spend too long, I'd be able to get through like another mission or two. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all at my next stream.